Coming up next, Weeknight there with Ellie Muller. That's right, it's coming up next on the one and only Nick at Night. When late night TV breaks, we fix it.
From the gorgeous YouTube Dog Show, a few doors down from Pillowland. That's right, I said it, Pillowland. Woo! It's Weeknight there with Ellie Muller. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a man who's going to talk about pillows tonight. Wait a minute, are we actually talking about pillows tonight? Wow, that's a shocker. He is the one and only Mr. Ellie Gungy Muller. Ha! Welcome to Weeknight Update. My name is Ellie Gungy Muller. What's up? The theme song was composed by David Mendes Piano. And Tori's gaming spot is Weeknight Update Storyteller. And they are two of our top winners tonight. Along with Eva Empty, Drag Battle 2004. Hopefully she'll return to this program very, very soon. RKG, the Dreamy Lucario fangirl. Nev 509, The Barkers, The Bomber Academy Show, Bomber Academy, The Lemon Podcast, Late Night Playset, Vicky Condi, Luca Picapuki, Pierre Kelly, Pierre's Nostalgia Corner, Philip Gibson, Martin Maya, Darkwood Studios, Cassie Dragon, Sophie Dragon, Ord, and Eclipse Joe 108, the Legacy Hero. Please check all those people out. Before we get started tonight, Tiffany Riley from Twitter/X sent me a joke that I think you're going to love. Let's see what the joke is right now. What did the microscope say to the moon? Moon! You're blocking my light! Wait a minute. In order to see the moon from far away, you need a telescope. You only need a microscope to see teeny tiny things. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again for us to find out what's up. Here we go. Alright, what's up with pillows? They make bedtime comfy and soft. Hey, not every fact can be a joke, okay? Now, someone recently tried an adjustable pillow from Coop, and that person loved it. It was soft and supportive. Wait, that's what everyone said about the other pillows. Be original. My goodness gracious. Now wait, Walmart will sell a lot of pillows on Black Friday. Actually, Walmart will sell so many pillows on Black Friday. How expensive are the pillows going to be? $37. Wait, $37? Really? Huh? Wow. It's time for another top 8 list. MP, Gregors, let's go! You got it, boss. Tonight's category, top 8 things that will destroy a pillow. Number 8, urine. Number 7, poop. Number 6, rocks. Number 5, a goat. Number 4, a bear. Number 3, a vampire. Number 2, a monster. And number 1, a werewolf. Well, that was interesting. You think? Thank you, boys. You know what, hashtag Weeknight Update, hashtag Ellie Wolf, Late Night, hashtag Ellie Wolf for the awesome, hashtag Spread Around, and hashtag Autism is awesome. Get those hashtags on social media, please. And by the way, like this thing, subscribe to the bell, share it, and share it in the comment section down below. Whatever you do, please, do not go anywhere. We will be right back with the in-between monologue, Toy Story, a moment for everyone, talking time, random advice, and this week's Count of the Week question. Remember, this is still Weeknight Update, and now here it is, your ball of the night.
Girl eating on a date. Girl eating in real life.
A debate raged in Congress. It seemed an endless fight till the speaker called for recess. Recess! It's time for Nick at Night.
Wouldn't you like to have a nice new carpet under your tree this year? There's plenty of time if you call Empire. You'll have it in 72 hours, and with our credit plan, there's no installment payment till way after the holidays. Hard to believe, but our prices still start at only $6.95 installed, and that includes polyfoam padding. Plus a gift with any order, a telephone or shampooer, free. So have a nice new carpet under your tree in time for the holidays. Call us.
588-2300 Empire.
Ask your cable company to carry the Sci-Fi Channel.
Welcome back to Weeknight Update. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the in-between monologue. Here we go. We are talking about pillows right now. Why? They make every bed soft. Also, pillows are just plain soft. Now, pillows were invented in Mesopotamia in 7000 BCE, and they were actually stone objects used to keep insects out of people's faces. That's painful. Helpful, but painful. Now, early pillows were luxury items many years ago. And the people who owned more pillows than anybody else back then were rich people in ancient Egypt and China. That explains why pillows are expensive now. You know, pillows were not accessible to the general population until after the Industrial Revolution. Until then, people had to improvise. For example, ancient Greeks. That's right, ancient Greeks. For example, ancient Greeks had to use straw and feathers for their heads. Of course, you can't always rely on straw or feathers because the wind could easily blow those things away. It's the truth, folks. And finally, pillows aren't as clean as they seem to be because they can accumulate oils from hair, skin, dead skin cells, and saliva. Of course, if a bird poops on them, then that's another story. Hey! It's time for Tori's story. Go ahead, Tori.
Hey guys, Tori Mullins here, and welcome back to Tori's story. So the next story I'm going to be telling you is about pillows. And here's the story. It's nice to lie down in bed and be alone with your thoughts when your life is running at a normal pace. But not when life is paused at certain uncertainties. At least that's how my life feels as I lie in bed surrounded by pillows. I sleep propped on 8 pillows these days. 9, I straddle one. there's been occasions when straddling a pillow came with the promise of pleasure. Now it's mere comfort for a broken bone. When my right leg goes over a pillow, it brings my fractured tailbone some relief. The 7 pillows come in different sizes. Let me begin from the one that serves as my headboard. Basand, or at least that's what we have called it in this house, is actually a bolster pillow. My obsession with them began when I went to a friend's birthday party as a child and noticed the soft white pillows in the drawing room. They were large, and my friend's mother was leaning on them, talking to her sister. They appeared so content in their conversation that I immediately imagined my mother similarly leaning against one, chatting away her cares. So I wanted one. I became obsessed with the idea of such a white bolster pillow for my mother to rest on and chat away. But it wasn't until many years later that my parents bought bolster pillows. They were pretty with colorful checkered covers and came with additional handmade Nepali mandala covers. They had matching jackets. We used to have a low table in one corner of the drawing room where these were carefully arranged. Mandala jackets and the masans. It was a cozy corner. It is the most functional thing I've ever seen. My sister and I used it as our study table sometimes. When the books were cleared and the table was laid out, it was our diner. My father and uncles would spend hours sitting at that table, leaning against the masans, chatting away over drinks. My mother would join them between cooking meals, her apron half dangling by her waist. My father joined her in the frying and stirring and chomping, but she still insisted on half wearing the apron as though making a statement. I never saw her lean against the masand and chat away relaxed, like I had once imagined as a child. But our pillows were colorful. The ones in my childhood friend's drawing room had been white. Maybe they needed to be white. Maybe then my mother would see them as utilitarian and not just as aesthetics. Aesthetics. White has continued by my obsession with bed sheets and pillowcases. So the day I was sent home from hospital, my mother had made sure my bed had a white floral print bed sheet and white pillowcases. I arrived home in great pain, groggy with painkiller injections, and in great anger in my own physical condition. Everyone scurried around the house to make me comfortable. My mother gave me her extra pillows. If you're a pillow hoarder, you know what a big sacrifice that is. My mother's bed is actually dotted with pillows of all shapes and sizes. She uses a very flat one on her head. Then she uses several smaller ones for her knees, legs, and her feet, and tiny ones for her face. Her legs have needed pillows since varicose veins surgery. But also for wobbly knees caused by arthritis. The ones used to support the face are called gala tachia by my paternal family. As a child, I thought it was a cute idea, a pillow for the cheek, but over the years, I've wondered why anyone would need a cushion for the face. You just look up at the ceiling and sleep, or you turn on one of your sides, shut your eyes, and sleep. But sleeping cannot be that easy. For my mother, who has nursed insomnia her entire life, pillows are precious companions. When she can't sleep, she arranges and rearranges them in correct order so she can sleep. She speaks to them too about how the arrangement is just not working and blames it for lack of sleep. It's only after being chained to bed by a streak of bad luck that I'm at least close to appreciating my mother's obsession with pillows. My father, who shares the bed with my mother, interestingly, only uses one pillow, and when I came home from hospital, he decided to lend it to me so I can nestle my feet on them. My brother decided to lend my father one of his two pillows in the meantime. So there's been a lot of pillow sharing love in the family since I fell sick. My father has, however, taken it a step forward the moment I was in my room, finally adjusting myself to the heap of pillows to form an additional layer of mattress. He had taken off to an upholstery place. He returned with a white pillow with a gold seam. This one's for your head, he said. It's going to help you sleep well. When you're excruciating pain takes over the night, sleep is a deserter, yet it's the softest pillow I've ever used, and at least promises softness should I finally fall asleep under the influence of the painkillers. My father brought me one more old pillow for my back and two cushions for my whatever needs. part does kitty donut pillow, and my brother's travel pillow also landed in my room. But no Galactecia for me. With the internal injuries inside my face, maybe my face just needs to freeze in the Kathmandu night for now, and not perch itself against any surface. So I also borrowed my sister's pregnancy pillow in the hope that it will cradle my fractious bottom like it had cradled her tummy when she was carrying my nephew. It doesn't actually cradle, but the crescent shape at least offers me hope for soft dreams. On nights when Kathmandu temperature dips, I slide my feet under one of the pillows, trying to trap my own warmth, but my toes are prone to chilblains, and they itch as they warm up. The itch is less than contained by my feet. It crawls up my feet, traveling the length of my legs, and spreads like heat over my stomach. I lay thinking about my feet, my knees, my thighs, of sensations behind my knees along my thighs. It will be a while until I run or cycle or participate in any activity that demands I use my legs or my pelvis, but my legs and my pelvis ache for activities. They want to stretch across busy and deserted roads. They want to feel the gush of cold air that lap against the limbs when riding a bicycle. They want to feel the warmth that spreads from within to the outside when straddling and pedaling. All the heat from the part of my body that is currently in pain reeks of desire to be consumed by that freedom of being. I run my hands across my chest, my shoulders and neck, and feel thankful no bones are broken around here. It could have been worse. Everyone says when I'm done repeating my near-death experience like clockwork. Let me rest in silence for now. It has taken me the homecoming to borrowed pillows to feel gratitude for love that's coming from a place of no desire but charity, the act of giving that is what is keeping me alive. The end. That's the story about pillows. So stay tuned where I do the next story. Bye, guys!
That was fantastic, Toy. Thank you very much. And now, I think that we should have a moment for everyone right now. Can you imagine a bed without a pillow? That's like a tap dancer without tap dancing shoes. It makes no sense. Every bed should have a pillow and a cover. Pillows are the soft things that you're supposed to put your head on when you go to sleep at night. You can't sleep without a pillow. Of course, you can't sleep without a bed or a blanket either. That's not the point. That's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is this. Alright? You must always respect your pillows. They're important, useful, reliable, and necessary. The world can't function properly without them. Come on, it's true. It's true. Do you want to go through life without pillows? No. Sure, pillows can be eaten by a dog, but you just can't give up on them because of a dog. Come on, use common sense. Pillows are still extremely important, so please remember that. Also, please don't let your dogs eat your pillows. If you don't have a dog, then don't let your cat scratch your pillows. And if you don't have either a dog or a cat, then please don't let your birds poop on your pillows. I would like to keep going, but I think that you understand what I'm saying. So, let's just move on. Hey! Let's have a little talking time, huh? Here we go. Someone tried the Coop pillow recently. It's an adjustable pillow and supposed to support your neck and your back. And get this, that person loved the Coop pillow because it's soft and supportive. Of course, every pillow is like that. I mean, seriously, can you imagine a world without a soft pillow? No! Also, there's no such thing as an extremely hard pillow. At least not anymore. Oh my. What are we gonna do? This is just... Ow! And just in time for Black Friday, Walmart is having a special sale on pillows. Guess how much a pillow will cost you at Walmart? That's right, $37. That's right. Your Yala Mila What's Bedding Down pillows will cost you $37 on Black Friday instead of $79. Okay. Wow. Just wow. That's just insane. Then again, they do have, a ton of softness. That's because it's made from cotton and down feather. Actually, it's made out of cotton and down feather. No, actually it's made with cotton and down feathers. There you go. Folks, I am losing my mind again. How about some random advice for the world, huh? If your pillow looks like a moldy cockroach, then it may be time for you to wash that pillow. Never buy a pillow that looks like a bug. It's disgusting. Never eat a pillow. Pillows can never be food. Get a clue. And finally, always make sure that your pillows are soft. A soft pillow is a good pillow. That's a fact. Well, folks, let's go over this week's Comment of the Week question. Are you ready? Here we go. This week's Comment of the Week question is, if you could create your very own soup, and what would you call your soup, and what will be in that soup? Go to the post section of my YouTube channel page and answer that question as honestly and as thoughtfully as you can. And that is it for another episode of Weeknight Update. Thank goodness. Tomorrow night, you and I will talk about laundry detergent. Then on Wednesday, we'll talk about wool. Thursday, we'll talk about napkins. And then we'll talk about soup on Friday. Tori's Gaming Spot will be here all week. And Candy Bar Tunes, GD Cube, YouTuber, aka GD Cube, Mild Shocker and Christian Faithies will be here on Friday. Hopefully, Evil Amity Dragon Ball 2004 will return to this program very, very, very soon. In the meantime, that's the news. I'm out, Steve. 4 by 4. See you tomorrow.
A debate raged in Congress. It seemed an endless fight till the speaker called for recess. Recess! It's time for Nick at Night.